Today we're going to show you how to clean an old canteen. Got this old canteen, got some paint on it. Usually you don't see paint on them, but it's all oxidized. And first step is to get rid of the paint. I'm going to use some of this Chasco paint remover, and it's kind of old and swollen, so I don't know if it got all dried out, but we're going to give her a try. How this works is it bleeds in there and it causes it to blister up, and yeah, it's already starting to come up. Sometimes it takes a while to get it off the really thick parts. Try not to get it on your hands. Get it on your hands and it stings like crazy. I think it's just coming right off of there. Blistering up real good. Sometimes on the really thick stuff you might have to go over it a few times. We're gonna stop the camera here, and I don't think you want to watch grass grow, so save some time here. Okay, we pretty much got the paint removed, some little bit of lacquer stuff on there, but you know, it looks a lot better without all that paint on there. Just some of that stuff here, and we're going to go through the removing of all this oxidation and stuff. The biggest secret is don't use any metal. Metal will scrape and you end up like someone took a dang brush to it or a buffing wheel or something. It'll look nice and shiny, but nothing like the originality of the original item. So that's going to be Loctite Express Dissolver. It's actual generic is navel jelly. Okay, that'll be next. Okay, after we're done getting rid of the paint, we're going to get rid of the oxidation and corrosion. I'm going to use the navel jelly. This is a Loctite brand, and on these you got to make sure that do not use this on the World War II canteens or the 1950s and 1962 one, because the navel jelly will actually take all the black anodizing off the chain. So you need to actually stick or remove the chain and the cap, and then you can go ahead and do it. This works real good on the stainless steel canteens and cups, but the stainless steel canteen cups, the handle on the World War II models it's got like galvanizing on it. That turns the galvanizing real black, so I don't think you'll want to do that on those. You can't really get rid of it either. Once it's discolored like that, it stays that way. So just a little note on the other types of canteens to be careful with. This does an outstanding job. You have to put this on here, let it soak, and then if it starts to dry, add some more wet stuff to it, and then just keep it up maybe for about an hour. Every 10 minutes or so, rebrush the paint brush on it, and spread some new navel jelly over it, and just keep it up for about a half hour. Since I don't think you're going to want to watch paint dry, we'll just turn the camera off when they get done. We'll show you what it ends up looking like. It's a really good job, works really good. Sometimes it's depending on how much corrosion this will have, it depends. The thicker and heavier it is, the longer it'll take to come off. Eventually it'll come off. Okay, get back with you later. Okay, this is what the canteen looks like. After the navel jelly, could probably go over it a few more times, but next step is you get some of this really fine wool, steel wool. It's almost like mouse hair. This is real critical you get this small, because if you tie anything bigger or thicker, it'll get scratch up the finish. So I'm going to run over this, and it takes off all the little flakes of corrosion and stuff. And when I get done, we'll show you the final finish. Okay, what we're doing here is showing you the
unbuffed out part versus the buffed out part. So you see what the finish is, and you notice it doesn't leave any scratches like steel, big thicker steel wool will. But that's how it will turn out. Pretty nice. It really does a good job in this Monel stuff here. But this one's had a lot of oxidation on it, so it has a lot of pitting. It's aluminum. Aluminum won't corrode, but when you get pitting like this, it's because aluminum's mixed with other metals, and those other metals is what corrodes and leaves the little holes and everything. So, but these were buffed up shiny when they were new. But you can see how good of a job it does on this stuff. Turned out pretty nice candy. Looks like though I had looks like some other kind of paint here. So I may go with another patch of the cleaner and clean that off. But I'll buff it out first, and that's it. Works really good. I haven't tried it on the inside because it's no way to buff it out inside, so might use the other guy's techniques of putting all the BBs in there or whatever to do that. Try that out. Okay. Hope this makes your collecting canteens better.